Right guys, welcome to another beer review, and today we're going back over to Manchester to the Wander Beyond Brewing, and we are having a look at the Coconut Crater, which is an imperial milk stout brewed with coconut, cacao and vanilla, clocking in at a measly 12% ABV with a best before date of the 25th of the 6th 2019. Absolutely wonderful artwork on this beer. I think this is the third beer that I will be having from Wander Beyond. The first was a table beer, which was really nice. I'm not a fan of these sort of like new hoppy table beers. And one was... Have I just had two? No, it was, and it was a beautiful one, and I've forgotten what it's called now, but it was like a black milkshake IPA, and it was just absolutely, and I hate using this word, but it was absolutely bonkers. So yeah, all the beers I've had so far, although obviously a very limited experience, have been fantastic. And of course these guys hail from the greatest city in the world, aka Manchester. So yeah, beautiful artwork, and I've heard a lot of good stuff about this one. I picked this up from my personal favourite bottle shop, which is Northern Beer Temple in Wigan, which is a 20-minute bus ride away from me. So how can I not spend 80% of my wage in a place like that? And yeah, so I'll put the link down below to Northern Beer Temple in the description, as well of course to links to Wander Beyond Brewing, and of course if any of my friends and fellow beer tubers have reviewed this one, their links will be in the description as well. So yeah, a nice imperial stout. Been looking forward to this one. Having this on a dreary Sunday afternoon. I've been doing a bit of rearranging in the bedroom, trying to get this cabinet all like properly sorted out with like what I want displayed and that sort of stuff. And yeah, so I thought I'd break it up with a beer. So yeah, using my magic rock glass for this one, and look at that. So we've hit oil, boys. We've hit oil. That's not a line. It's as if that's like a famous line from a film or something like that. Nice carbonation on that. Don't know if you can hear that or not, but yeah, 12% ABV Imperial Stout. So let's see what we get. And yeah, that is as good as black. Fantastically dark looking beer with about one finger's worth of a light tan coloured head, and the lighting wants to work against me today, so we're back in the dark ages. But yeah, beautiful looking beer, lovely action there as you rock the glass back and forth. So let's see what we get on the nose. That's absolutely wonderful. It's like a slightly smoky dark chocolate Bounty Bar. A little bit of butterscotch mixed in there as well. Not in that like diacetyl synthetic butterscotch aroma, but in a genuine like angel delight butterscotch. Almost like a slight peanut butter aroma as well, like a Reese's Pieces Buttercup. You could pull out so many different varieties of like chocolate and candies from this sort of beer. It's so arousingly dessert-like on the nose. I didn't actually want to use the word arousing then, but hey ho. Yeah, get like a big, you know, the munchies, the little sort of squarish sweets, like a square, crispier version of Rolos. I'm getting loads of that. You get like a biscuity wafer. Yeah, it's like every chocolate cake and every chocolate biscuit and chocolate treat you absolutely love when you go to the corner shop. It's almost taken me back to my childhood. It's absolutely wonderful. That coconut aroma is so nice. Sometimes you can get the coconut and it's a little bit too synthetic or it's just not there at all. This is Bounty bars with a bit of vanilla. It smells absolutely terrific, and no alcohol present on the nose at all. So yeah, I think it's about time that we get into this one. And of course, lighting is changing again. Cheers. I find myself asking this with a lot of these beers. Where is that 12% ABV? That is shockingly drinkable. It's got the consistency, for me, of chocolate milk. And then you get this like sort of like fluffy cacao powder that's not dissolved properly in warm milk feeling, you know, and you get those little clumps of the powder that's not like properly dissolved, and they're just really strangely nice. Or if you've ever made a hot chocolate and you've put like chocolate buttons in there in the bottom, and then proper showing how much of a pig I am right now, and when you've finished you just get a spoon and you start eating the melted chocolate from the bottom. It's so decadent. It really, really is. And loads of Bounty Bar. That's like the predominant thing. What you get on the can, you get in the can. Do you know what I mean? It's not overly promising anything, but it is definitely delivering. It's so sticky as well on the back end, like a really dark molasses almost. That's the thing though, it didn't have the heaviest body going down, but it was so smooth and velvety. This is absolutely wonderful. It really, really is. The vanilla's not too overbearing either. Let me just see if I can fix that lighting again. This video is an absolute mess, by the way, so I do apologise. But thankfully this beer is fantastic. I'm getting Rolos, I'm getting dark chocolate munchies, I'm getting loads of dark chocolate anyway, and I notice I've got a big stain on my glasses. Very scruffy today, as you've probably already seen. But yeah, this is like, if this was warmed up, this would put me to sleep because it's so comforting. And I'm not really happy with that lighting there, and I'm not happy with potentially losing my phone. There we go. We'll just leave it at that and I'll stand here. But yeah, this is absolutely terrific. In terms of the ABV, it's more of like a residual warmth on the back end, but there's no harshness at all. None at all. For a brewery that basically had a rebrand and almost came out of nowhere, Wander Beyond they're making such an impression. I mean, as you guys know by now, Track for me, not to compare breweries of course, but Track for me are like the best brewery in Manchester, and then you've got the likes of Cloudwater, Marble, Alphabet, there are so many more, the classics like J.W. Lee's, even a lot of the Robinsons sort of stuff. I need a better camera. You know, there's such a wonderful traditional heritage, brewing heritage, but at the same time we've got some of the most exciting beers in the UK being produced in Manchester, and Wander Beyond fit within those breweries like Cloudwater, like Track, like Alphabet, like Runaway. Like, is it Beatniks as well? The stuff you can get at Beer Nouveau, you know, it fits right in, and it's absolutely terrific. So if you've ever needed an excuse to go to Manchester, then to try beers from the likes of Wander Beyond is probably the only excuse you'd ever need. But to be honest, there is so much to do in Manchester. It's a place that I hold near and dear to my heart. So, hashtag overly romanticising again, but this beer is terrific. It's like children's chocolate sweet shop in a can. And on a day like this, where it's a little bit wet, there's a chill in the air, you could just sit inside with the lighting fluctuating as it usually does. It looks like I'm just about to walk into heaven. So it's like, if this is beer heaven, then I'm happily going to oblige. But yeah, terrible video quality aside, and when I stand in that light, look how big that stomach is. But yeah, fantastic beer. Absolutely wonderful beer. And it's safe to say it's a 10 out of 10 from me, because this is just, it's luxury. It's pure luxury. And you can have all of these like really luxurious sort of like an expensive like liqueurs and spirits and these cocktails and stuff. But this, I think I paid about £6 for the can. I'm getting that experience and so much more. And yeah, wonderful, wonderful stuff. Another absolute knockout from Wander Beyond Brewing. And if you've probably never had any of their beers by now, what am I trying to say there? If you've not had any of their beers by now, do what you can to source them, because you'll be hearing a lot of this brewery in the coming months, because they're just doing an absolutely wonderful job. And yeah, that's 3 beers out of 3. Or was it 4? I can't remember. I'm losing track. But yeah, every beer I've had from them has been wonderful, and I look forward to trying many, many more. So if you have tried this beer, then let me know your thoughts, opinions down below in the comments. Check out the brewery, check out Nova Beer Temple. As I said, if any of my friends on Failed Beer Tubers have reviewed it, their links are going to be down below as well. And yeah, wonderful stuff. Need I say any more? So, thank you for watching, and I think heaven's calling me right now. Look at that, that is absolutely acting. Hashtag acting.